Hey, DOD, how you doing? Let me turn my TV down. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I was just scrolling through um, some articles. What you been up to? I've been uploading every Sunday. I have gospel music, so I was just scheduling them. I want to schedule through August, so they'll automatically be uploaded on YouTube. So that's been taking up my day. And then I'm gonna wait for it to cool off because it's over 100 today. I'm gonna wait for it to cool off, and then I'm going to barbecue when the sun goes. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Vastin. I'm good. Um, One thing I did, and I figured I'd see you at one point, that you would come in because I wanted to say this directly to you. Thank you for coming in. And when I go to your channel, you are always so polite and respectful. And mostly I get that. But sometimes some of the men are, combative and argumentative. Did I say that right? And it's okay to disagree with someone, but to be combative and and just if I say A, you say B, just the word, and I find that controlling, and it tells me a lot about a person, what they feel about women when they're like that, but they don't do that to the men. So I just want to tell you that, and any man that listens to this or the replay, if it does not apply, to you, then like they say, let it fly. But if you think to yourself that could be me, and this is for the people who listen later, the men, then it probably is you. So I just wanted to thank you for that. And even if we were to disagree, we can agree to disagree, and that um, sometimes you think you have a mutual respect with people, and then you find out that you have respected them, but they really don't respect you. So, I just want to again thank you for coming in. Always respectful, always. And you guys, I don't know, those of you guys who are like that, I don't know whether, it's just very important to a woman. It makes them want to open up. Um, and then the mutual respect can be there. So that's what I wanted to say. But thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Let it fly. Who is this? Uh, oh, that's kids. Oh, I forgot you changed your name. And cause Damien came in, and I said, "Well, Damien, what do we call him?" He said, "Well, he said to still call him Skins." And I said, "Okay, that's cool." I hope you're doing well. Were you? I went into my this is to DOD. I went into my email, and and I didn't see an email from him. So, I'll just be patient. And he may have a lot of things going on, like me, and figured he'd contact me when he had more time, which is cool, which is cool. But yeah, um, and also that was me, Skins. That was me that went into your merch thing. So I'm going to be going and looking at different, so, if you could order from me, my first name Marilyn, but a different name afterwards, just remember that's me. And I'm in California. So anyway. Oh, he's live right now. Oh, wow. Wow. We can't, if he wasn't live, well, I wouldn't want to mention it on his live, but yeah, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that, but I'll just wait for him to contact me. I'll be patient. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Skins. You're welcome. I am ordering, any black business. I mean, it's not a guarantee I'm gonna order from someone, but if I like the merchandise, which I like yours, but if I like the merchandise, I'm going to support my fellow YouTubers that also have their own merchandise. And I've been wanting to um, get some exercise gear and some tops and whatever, because I think I'm going to keep myself faithful in working out every day or exercising. I'm gonna put small segments of exercise videos. I'm gonna upload some, and then people who want to follow me, they can just go along and watch the videos. So you know that's going to be a good thing to do, because this quarantine, I but I got some quarantine weight coming on, and I don't want to. That's not where I want to go. But yeah, I was kind of thinking of a good subject. I really don't like to put the subject up there, depending on what it is. Um, but I was just thinking of good subjects to talk about, and I just don't know. I don't. I wanted to be on an upbeat, and you know, maybe I'll just say what I've been doing, like DLD, DLD. That every Sunday I put my gospel music up, and my worship and praise. And so that's what I'm going to be doing afterwards, after I've been uploading this morning, and I want to kind of have at least all the way through August, maybe the first Sunday in September, so I won't have to think about it. It's automatically, scheduled. But I'm going to be doing that and barbecuing today. I had bought some, things to barbecue, and do something different. Today is hot out here in California. It's 100 degrees, and so I'm gonna wait for the sun to go down a little bit. Maybe about 7:30, because I don't want to light my oven. I mean, it's over 100. It's over 100 here in Cali. So yeah, that's what my plan is. What do you guys plan? What are you guys planning for today? Just kick back and chill. Is anybody uploading a video or going live? I'll make sure that I support you. Um, Yesterday, after my live, I turned it into a silent live, and I'm not going to do that anymore. It tied up my laptop, and I could have been doing things, and I didn't get that much more watch time than I normally get. Know, not that was on like a little more than uh, 5 hours. So it's like, while I'm doing that, I could be researching for content and bringing up something, just thinking about what I'm going to upload. I could be doing something. I could be cooking and filming that, and it would bring more watch time hours than I got for the silent live. So it works for some people. That silent live, it works for some people, but it didn't work for me. And that was my first time, but I don't know. Mm-mm. I just I could be doing other things. My plan is to staying safe and make sure my household is intact. I heard that. I got so many projects going on. I had some work done on my house. So I just went and got all the supplies because my son-in-law, he do the work for free, but so I had to buy the supplies. So, just doing that. And I remodeled myself and stained my cabinets from one of my bathrooms, and so I'm gonna. It turned out really good, so I'm gonna stain my other cabinets. So maybe for ladies that think they can't do certain things, I'm gonna show them how easy it is, and maybe I'll just start it off, and then halfway through I'll show it, and then I'll show the results. So just do some how tos for women who let them know you can do these things. Besides getting on the roof or doing exterior painting, I can paint. I can do a lot of things. Nothing to do with plumbing, but I can do if you have to do something, you can research it, and everything's on YouTube. So if I don't know how to do anything, I can Google it, or I can put it in the search for YouTube, and um it's just and then plus I'm doing an indoor garden. Um and y'all don't want to hear the story about that why it's indoor. But I'm starting out with peppers and cherry tomatoes because so I don't want to buy up all this stuff and then it die. So I gotta find my lights and stuff. So until I can get the lights that will, I got overhead lighting, but I think I want something a little better in some containers. So during the day, I've been putting my tomato plants and my peppers outside to get some sun because they're still in a little small container. So I'm going to upload. Don't have the space outside, or for whatever reason they don't want it outside. But for whatever reason, I got a good reason why I don't want mine outside. But I like people who live in apartments. I can show them if I'm successful. I can show them that you can have some vegetables um an inside garden. So that's what I'm doing now. And so far they look still good. They still look good. I have to Google. I'm not good at this, you guys. But I got to Google to see how often you water them. But I want to have a certain amount of vegetables that I can eat, that I can possibly can. And that's going to be some more videos uploading to show people how to can their fruits and vegetables so they can have that, you know, for themselves. And if things get worse, I can go to those canned fruits and vegetables. So I got a lot of ideas, but I'm not good, but I'm gonna try. So wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. I think it's important for us to, I'm wondering, can I live off of peppers and tomatoes? Um, Cucumbers, they just grow like all over the place. So I don't know if I can handle that. So maybe I'll get a long container and try, but I love cucumbers and then I can always pickle them, and can those and have those available. But I'm looking for energy efficient freezer, um, not too, not too big, but enough to store for months. So I'm just kind of planning in case it take a worse route of what's going on now. In case it's worse, then I'm not gonna panic anyway, guys. I am not gonna panic because I he makes promises. We will not go begging for food, and and thus far he's done real good to me, for me. So it's like where you can get a little concerned and then make preparations and take precautions. I'm not going to spaz out. I really not. Um, I'll just do what I need to do every day. Keep myself, make sure that, I'm, you know, doing things to, because there's a scripture, faith without works is dead. So it's like, I'm going to do some things and have it along with my faith. Is it good to freeze onions and green and red peppers? I don't know, DOD. I don't, I don't, I don't know. But you know what? But in the freezer section, you know how they have those mixed vegetables? Like you can make beef stew, and instead of getting all the fresh vegetables, they have a combination of all of that, the green and red peppers and the onions. So I'm thinking you can. So maybe I'll Google that and see if there's a special process, to do that. But yeah, go down your freezer section in your store and you'll see that there's onions in that. I think it's pearl onions too. Um, Onions in your in the bag. Plus, if which I plan to do, canned stuff. Get those those jars, mason jars. I know you can pickle them. And so and they last for a long time. You do it right. So next time I go to Walmart, I'm gonna get some of those jars. I think I'm gonna get about 12 to start with, and just start canning stuff. But I think you can, DOD. I'm gonna upload it. So if I do an epic fail video, uh, you know, that'll be a lesson for you. Don't do what she did. So I'm just trying to think of things, not only for content, but for things that's going to help me in the long run and keep my supplying going. Um, I was on QVC, and they had some. Oh, it wasn't regular hamburger. It was like a good cut of meat, but I can't think of. So I ordered that, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna freeze those. I'm gonna wrap them up so they can, because I don't eat hamburger a lot, unless I make, like a taco salad, like I did a few days ago. I made a taco salad, but a lot of times I'll use turkey meat for that, and put all my tomatoes and cheese and onion and Oh, just make it like a taco salad without the shell and just lay it on a bed of lettuce. And that is very light. It doesn't seem like, but without that shell, it's very light. Hey, General, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Guys, she be coming in, and in the UK, it's after 12. I think to be exact, it's 12:26, or just look at my phone. But yeah, she comes in and she's a great supporter. Um, she General just kind of stay up, to come and support me and a couple of other people. So it's like uh, go into Burgundy and go fan all. It seems funny saying that. And then DOD, and your normal time, that's not in the wee hours of the morning. DOD and Burgundy, yeah, he AKA Skins. Go and check them out, and check out their content. You guys, she's not a content creator, but she's a great supporter. So yeah, or I'd be throwing a whole lot of viewers her way, when I get them. I am okay, thank you. It is, yeah, 12:26. Yeah, excuse me, guys. You can hear me creaking on my bed. I'm trying to get comfortable. But yeah, me and her, me and her, we come up with some good subjects when she's on my live, and she will throw out an idea out there. So she's really good at coming up with things to talk about, and she's a very smart lady, guys. Um, she's very smart. Working with working in the social services, so she's excellent with people. So that's enough about you, General. I'm giving you kudos all over the place, but she is cool. She cooler than cool. So you guys, yeah, I would send you to her channel. Like I said, she's not a content creator, but you know what? I think when she decide to do it, if she decide to do it, because some people just don't want to bother with this side of YouTube, and I really can't blame them because it's not all that easy. And then it's a whole lot of things and rules and this and that. Um, uh, you know, you know, we need to take our little days off, guys. At least I do. I need to have my Sundays clear. No, I have things scheduled for Sunday, but I don't upload or any of that. And every now and then I'll go to. Thank you, thank you. You are too, General. But you know what? And you guys, she's a female. Because when I saw General, I was thinking about Army. So, I'm thinking, okay, she's in the army now. She's in the army now. Yeah, I was thinking that, but no. Um, her name is has to do with social services. So that's why. Hey, Kima, how you doing? Thank you for coming into the live. You guys check each other out. Kima has a lot on her channel, but she has, where she reviews. What's the word I want to say, Kima? Oh gosh, what is it? Guys, I am a total blank. I got too much on my mind. It's just like my mind is on freeze. When you watch a video and you kind of give your little spin on it. Guys, help me out. You know what I'm talking about. Reaction. Thank you, DOD. Thank you, Kima. I was trying to go in and see real quick. And so I said, oh my gosh. It's like I got to get some of this data out of my brain because it's like it is not taking any more information. What do they call it? A brain fart. I hate to say that word, but that's the word that kind of describes it. I had a brain fart. Hey Shay, how you doing? Thank you. Um, we just chilling here. We don't really have a subject right now, so if anybody want to kind of pop something out, like I said, my brain, I got to release some of the data, because my brain is not wanting to come up with anything. I am doing good, Shay. After this, I'm gonna load some more gospel music on my channel. I'm a barbecue. And then, of course, I got to tend to my dogs. Hey, Eurydice. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in. We just chilling right now. If just telling everybody if they got some particular thing they want to talk about, and even if somebody want to come up and we can discuss things without typing. Uh, Looking at everybody in the live, I trust that it won't turn into an argument. And Skins and DOD know what I'm talking about. They came in with me just venting a little bit, just venting. Um, but yeah, visit each other, check each other out. Um, Kima, she does great reactions. I got it. Reaction. So, you know, you guys just each other out and just let me know if anybody want to come up. Um, I do it. I let people come on the panel that I know in case they have things to say and they don't want to be typing, typing, typing. You know, um, is not to get up here and me sit back and put my feet up, sort of thing. Because I like talking, as you guys could tell. I like talking, but I don't mind sharing the platform with anybody. So anyway, guys, I've been cooking, but I haven't been uploading it. So I've been coming up with some of the dishes I've been cooking. I said, oh, this would have been good to upload. So all you guys that like to eat, just kind of stay tuned because I'm gonna have more cooking on. But it's some things I just want to experiment with. You know what I mean? But you know what, guys? What I really, really like, especially with salmon and poultry, is I like doing glazes. And you can get preserves, peach preserves, apricot preserves, and for a really, really, really simple glaze is the preserves and butter, and do it to taste. So, what do you think about people who associate domestic violence abuse as a form of love? Oh my gosh, they need to sit down and talk to a therapist. That's what I think about it. Because and I know exactly what you're talking about. And my mother used to tell me stories, I don't want to sound like Alex Haley, like I was, listening to my aunts and my mom, and come up with these stories. But, yeah, but that's what it was. My mom and aunt would sit around and talk, and and I listen in. And sometimes my mom would just talk and tell me different life lessons. And she would tell me. She would never give me the names, of course, because I had a big mouth back in the day. Um, but she would tell me about women that thought that their husbands loved them because they got smacked around. And if they wasn't smacked around, they think their husband didn't love them no more. Their boyfriend didn't love them anymore. So it's like, that is crazy to me. Shay says, being Marilyn Gale, can you show me how to make a homemade cake? You know what, Shay? You know what? You want a regular cake or you want a pound cake? Because if you want a pound cake and with and whatever you want, I'll just slice it and put it in the freezer. Because the reason why I stopped making a lot of baked goods is because of the pandemic and the quarantine. I can't give them away. I have a friend I give it away. I go out to the couple of cities over and visit my aunt and give her a cake. And that's why I haven't uploaded anything that I can't, eat myself. So I've been kind of staying away. But tell me which kind of cake. Tell me what kind of cake you want, and I'll make a video, and then I'll just freeze it or leave it on my aunt's doorstep and ring the bell and call her and say, you got a cake outside your door. So I can do. Oh, you want a pound cake? Okay, lemon, because I got to see if I have enough lemon oil. It is better than lemon extract. It's more flavorful, and you only have to use a few drops. And it comes in a really small container because you don't need a lot. So I'm gonna check and see if I have lemon. If you want lemon, okay, lemon. If you want lemon, I'm gonna check. And if not, if I don't have lemon, I'll order online. You can get them from Michael's or Joann's, those craft shops. You can get your extract from I mean your lemon oils. And that's what I use, guys. If I have some I'll buy it, for some other things, but mainly, even if I do have extract, I'll even put more. And then, like I was telling you guys the other day, Shay, that I use paste, vanilla bean paste, and some of the farmer market type stores like Whole Foods and Sprouts and stuff. I haven't found it from there lately. So I have to go. I have some left. So I have to go on Amazon and get it. Lemon, carrot, banana. Jenna will say, oh my gosh, carrot cake. Oh, I would hurt myself on that. Mm-mm. German chocolate cake, lemon pound cake, um, carrot cake. Carrot cake, sometimes I'll put pineapple in the frosting in the middle frosting layer, and sometimes not. So it depends on what I'm feeling. But guys, if you put some pineapple in the middle, and then with the cream cheese frosting, and put that second layer on there, make sure you drain your pineapple real, 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 real good. Smush it down, and put it in a drainer in the what do you call it? My brain ain't working that day. But anyway, smush it down, get all that juice out of there, because it's gonna be okay, because it's gonna be mixed in with the cream cheese, so it's not gonna be all dried up and everything. But yeah, I love, love, love to bake. I just haven't because I don't need that around because I love cake so much that I don't want to eat it every day because I do not waste food, guys. I do not waste food. So yeah, I can do that. In fact, I'm just gonna check and make sure and give me a little time to do that, Shay. Give me a little time and make sure I got the oil. And you're gonna see that the lemon oil is gonna give it that. Oh, it's going to give it such a lemony flavor. I mean, it comes in a little container, but you don't want to put all of it in there. You don't want to put all of it in there. You don't want it that lemony. But some people might. It's like a little more than an inch tall, if that. And some people want to put close to a half of that. I don't. But you can do it by taste. If you put those few drops and blend it up real good and taste it, if you want more lemon, do a couple of drops at a time so you won't just overkill. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can do that. I can do that, Shay. I'll do it on my other channel. Um, Let me see. No, 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 no. I'll do it on this channel because I got a cake on that channel. But it's the cake I have on the other channel is how to use a box cake and turn it and make it taste like homemade. And I know you don't like box cake, so that may not be the recipe for you. Yeah, give me some time. Give me some time. And then, just to get myself out of the house, um, I can call my auntie and tell her I'll put it on the porch. And you know what the strange thing about that? She lived like real close to the mountains. So I have to do it in the daytime because if I go out night, believe it or not, guys, they have wild donkeys. I mean, they are huge. I mean, ah, and they have coyotes. So I don't want to leave it out because the donkeys and the coyotes will eat it. Um, I'm telling you, me and my cousin had, this was a while back. Me and my cousin went to kind of shifting the subject. We went to a concert and then we went out to breakfast. So it was about 2 in the morning when we got, and I was just gonna stay over her house. I did not realize they came so close. I knew they had wild donkeys in the area, but I didn't think they would walk the streets. They were streetwalkers at night. So that almost made me laugh. Anyway, I hear this clump, 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 clump. I looked there and it was like three or four baby ones, which was huge to me. But the rest, it was maybe about 15 coming down the middle of the street. Now, their street was like, off the main highway. She lives, yeah, wild donkeys. And she lived right at the foothill. Across the street where the houses were, and back of the houses across the street, those are the mountains. So it's not like up and. Girl, you have wild donkeys, Shay, and coyotes here. Right? Okay, I forgot you are Arizona, and that's why when I lived really close to her, I had an apartment before I bought my house here. Uh, I didn't. The donkeys wouldn't come over to my side, but the coyotes would. So I had to get on the third floor of the apartment so the coyotes wouldn't jump over into my patio and eat my dogs up. They streetwalkers. I can go someplace with that, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Shay, cake walk. Yes, General, do not. I remember that about Shay. She don't want nobody's box cake. She said, "No, ma'am, I do not like the box cake." But I'm telling you, after I put that lemon oil in there and put about 5 or 6 eggs in there, I get the large eggs. Um, I make it with half and half or light cream, depending on the cake. Some people put buttermilk, you know. What you say, Bergen? Dude, Jesus. I'm telling you, that surprised the heck out of me. I mean, it's like they're huge. It's like, so I just, quietly ran to the house because it was closer than what I wanted them to be. But yeah, I lived around where they had coyotes, but um, not the donkeys. Yeah, but yeah, I can make that cake, and I'll let you know, Shay. I'll let you know, and just write down your notes and what have you, and I'll make it real easy, real real easy. Thank you, Eurydice. I saw your notes. She said, I love bacon, Marilyn. Thank you. Yes, and I can it's like therapy. You know what I mean? To me. And like I was telling before, I like the kneading of bread because that releases a lot of anxiety, making bread, believe it or not. I love me some cake too, skins. I love cake. And that homemade homemade frosting because frosting is really easy. Even German chocolate cake with the coconut and the pecans and then all of that. Only thing you have to be careful with, the frosting for German chocolate. When you put them eggs in, you got to make sure, you take a little bit of that frosting and put it in the egg and stir it up and then take all that mixture and put it back into the frosting. Because if you don't, you're going to have scrambled eggs inside your frosting. And that ain't cool at all. But I used to sell my cakes, guys. I had people on my job that bought my cakes and I just gave them to my aunt. But when she wanted one, she was, I'll buy one. I want it now. I gave it to her. But yeah, I would sell them, but I stopped selling them because I'm a perfectionist. And I remember one time, if you're gonna, if I'm just giving it to you, it looks the way it looks. But if you're gonna buy my cakes, I want it to look perfect, taste good, and not that it don't taste good if it don't look good, because them ugly cakes are good too. But not, I don't want to buy no ugly cake. So I remember one time I had to make a lemon pound cake 3 times because to me it didn't look right. And you know, I can't you can't stay in business doing that. So what'd you say, Gina? We don't have coyotes and donkeys over here. I know. What is it, Manchester? Oh, yes, you said thick cake too. You like those big layer cakes. Yeah, those big cakes. And it's different things you can do to make sure, how, I was telling it when I was on somebody's panel and I was telling how to get rid of that big old hump in the middle of your cake, what you can do to avoid that. It's different ways to, you know, uh, don't, you know, have it like looking like a mountain in the middle of your cake. Shay says, when I encountered a coyote, I thought it was a wild dog with patches. And I said, don't hell go with no, that ain't no damn. Some kind. I know. No, no. Most of the time, if you think it's a wild dog, it ain't. They had a lot, and when I was in that particular apartment, uh, I they would only come at night or in the wee hours of the morning. And there used to be rabbits, a lot of rabbits. And then all of us, I see rabbits all the time, coming in the parking lot. And I would even put carrots and lettuce out there for them to eat. I was feeding the rabbits. But then at one point, I thought like I was there maybe a couple of years. And every now and then I'd see a rabbit. I said, where all the rabbits go? It dawned on me, them coyotes had a feast. They were eating them rabbits up. But because we had loads of rabbits, like I said, out in a certain area close to the garbage cans, I would just put lettuce and, all kind of vegetables, assuming rabbits like carrots. Bugs Bunny did. So I put them out there. Oh, I was reading your I already read that shit. But yeah, I did. And just all of a sudden. And then one time I was over at my cousin's house and we heard this screeching noise. And then, I mean, like that donkey was crying. A pack of the coyotes jumped on the, because it take a pack of them to handle a donkey. A pack of those coyotes jumped on that donkey. Oh, it was so sad. And that donkey was just in pain and crying. And then it started getting weaker and weaker. And then you didn't hear him no more. I guess I was so mad, guys. I'm, I'm not lying. I wanted to, if I would have had a shotgun, oh, I was gonna go coyote hunting. It just like you dirty dog. They just tore, they were eating that donkey alive while he was alive. And I'm gonna tell you, it pissed me off. Um, and if my cousin would have had a shotgun, oh, I would have went a hunting. I would have went a hunting because that, I know there's a circle of life. I know all of that. But it's like, did all y'all have to jump on him? You know, uh, 6, 7 or whatever. All y'all didn't have to do that. So, anyways, hurt my feelings a lot about that because I heard it, you know, and then afterwards they start howling, and I was told that after a kill they do that, and I didn't know that. Just googled a coyote, and it does look like a dog. Interesting, yeah. Um, I don't know how true it is, but they say all those canine type animals they come from wolves, the dogs, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys know. I don't. But yeah, they it was a whole lot where she lived. Where I am right now, um, every now and then you see one. Lady that I know that lives about a few minutes away from me, she spotted one on her street. But I think they to come where I am, I think they have to be really hungry, and they'll get your dog or your cat. Don't be walking them. They bold when they hungry. They'll come up there and just snatch your dog off from under you by the leash. The leash is still on them. Bella said she would have gone coyote. I would have gone ham on the coyote. Yeah, if I would have went coyote, yeah, that made me mad. Do they attack human beings? I imagine they would. I don't remember where we live here in Vinny, because usually they want, the dogs and the cat. But you know what? I don't know about where you guys live, but rarely. do I see a stray dog or a cat? Some dog just running around, like in Chicago and things might have changed. Where I live, you know, dogs and cats are running around, whatever. So yeah. Uh and then and then forget the coyotes when you're walking your dog. You better keep your dog on the leash because some people be trying to catch your dog and eat your dog. And I'm not being funny, it's serious. When I lived in Sacramento just for a little bit down the street from my dogs, and I told you guys about this lady had a hatchet like looking thing. It wasn't a hatchet, but one of them cleaver, guys. And she was chasing this little dog down the street. And the dog was just yapping at her, and she was running, trying to get that dog. She was a close to elderly lady. And my brother had to tell her, honey, we don't eat our pets over here, you know. And it's like, you better go on someplace with that hatchet. Being Marilyn Gale, I promise you, I don't fool with no coyotes, donkeys, wild goats, especially the wild goats. They fight you back. Hey, I haven't seen a wild goat. Now we have a lot of stuff around here where I live. What you say, facts, Shay? We have a lot of stuff around here. You can ride down. I think what happens, a circus or I don't know, maybe a zoo or whatever. So a lot of people where I live, they got lots of land. I've seen two camels. I kid you not. You go down a certain street, stay on that street for about 5 minutes, and then you see the more open land and people got farms and just a lot of land. I've seen two camels, and I guess it's an Asian camel because they only have one hump. I think I got that right. Then the other way you go, and then I've seen a bison. Okay. And somebody, I didn't see it, but somebody said, oh, you ain't seen nothing. Go down another way. People got a lot of a meat cleaver. Right, Shay. She had that chasing that little dog. That little dog must have knew that he was going to be dinner because he was yapping at her and then he run and he yapped some more. But someone told me we have zebra and some other stuff. So I'm thinking that when they start getting old or whatever, I think they get money, a certain amount of money to let them live their life out on the land. But it's some crazy stuff not too far. And so when people used to come and visit me, take them down there. You want to see a camel without going to the zoo? Yeah, they out there. Jim said, Shay, I can't say this because my parents are Caribbean, but that wild goat you was speaking about would be curried and cooked Caribbean style. Now, I heard goat meat is good now, but I don't want one chasing me trying to, do harm. But yeah, I heard goat meat is very good. They laughing her butt off. Some people eat every given thing. I know, ain't nothing sacred, but my dogs, they stay fenced up. But the little one, I still have to watch because we have sometimes I've seen hawks, not a lot, but every now and then. And so, and I think they say even owls will come down, and get a small dog. And my little one is really small. So it's like it wouldn't be nothing for one of them type of birds of prey to come down and swoop down and get my dog, you know. And he think he bad, so he would fight. He. Now the bigger one, the only reason why they won't get him because he's too big. This quarantine, he got some quarantine weight on him too. But he's so laid back. He take it if they come and swoop him up. He just look at it as a ride. I'm going someplace. But the other ones, they would fight back. And my bigger one, like I said, he'd be so chilled. He wouldn't know what was going on until they start pecking on. So, oh shoot! But you know, yeah. So I can't. I don't let the little one go out there by himself when it gets dark. And if I do, let him go out. I go out there with him, and I got uh, um, a shovel. So if one of them swoop down, I'm gonna knock the mess out of them, break a few of those wings, and then throw them in the trash. Yeah, they eat rodents and stuff like that, and if it's a small dog, they probably think it's a big rat. So yeah, if they're hungry, now if they can, find enough of what they eat, rodents and whatever else they eat, I don't think, but if they get hungry enough, yeah, they will. What Shay say? Yes, Lord, them owls ain't no joke. Oh, Eurydice said I lived in the mountains for about 5 years, and we had bears, coyote, and deer, and a lot of them. Wow. Oh, I'd be scared with those bears. I think I might, I think I'd rather tackle. Well, I don't know about that. I was gonna say I'd rather tackle a coyote than to mess with a bear. And forget that. You know how they used to say, lay down and act like you dead. You better shut up and start running because I saw on this one show this man, he would go out and lives among the bears and everything, and they were in a tent. It was on one of those Discovery channels, and he tried to pull one of those play dead things. He dead. He tried to pull it. No, he dead. It didn't work. It didn't work. Play dead. It didn't work. Hawks too. You ready to see? Oh my gosh, I've never seen an owl. Um, I've seen them up there, but not close. Except for when you go to a place where they keep the animals, which I haven't went to a zoo in a long time. But yeah, you ready to see? Saying I had a barn owl in my garage. Oh my gosh. Probably looking for rodents. G. She says owls will eat it. I love owls. They are beautiful. They are pretty. And it's funny how their body will be still, but they can kind of rotate their head, around. Have you ever noticed that? Yes, bears are intimidating general. It's like I don't mess with a bear. I don't want to go. And then just like I forget where it was. It might have been in California where they were in the zoo and this little boy fell into the enclosure. Oh, it was so sad. Um, that a polar bear. It was a polar bear though. He ate that little boy. They killed the bear, and and it was sad. I don't want to continue with it. It's real sad. I had a cherry tree in the yard. This is Eurydice. I had a cherry tree in the yard, and they climbed the tree and go in on them. Oh, cherries! My dogs would bark at it. Oh man, you have a cherry tree. I had to cut my lemon tree, my orange tree down. Um, because where I live, the people it's a whole lot of fruit trees, and and that attract rodents. And so I won't tell you the whole story, but I chopped mine down because I rather I can go to the grocery store and get me some oranges. Ain't that serious? I got a picture of when I first moved to Arizona and I seen an owl in the cactus. I will put it on my community wall. Yeah, put it up there. Put it up there. What kind? You know what kind? Because I know it's different kinds of owls. You know what kind it was, Shay? Yeah, I think I would like to see that. Sharon said, Shay, I would have never thought an owl would mess with a dog industry. A little dog. A little dog. Like mine is, oh gosh, I don't even know if he's 5 pounds. I don't think he's sick. So he's little. And he's not growing anymore. So one of them little bitty ones, yeah, yeah. Owls are beautiful. Where do you live? Who you talking to me, Eurydice? I live in California, Southern California. I'm like, if you go one way, I'm about 60 miles from San Diego. If you go slightly another way, then I'm about, I don't even know, not that far from Palm Springs. General said it was very disturbing to see that child being swirled around by that gorilla. I think they got it was. I think they got him out there uh safe. I think they had to. Is that the one that they had to kill? Hey, Franklin Walker, owls are very aggressive. I know they can be. That's why I don't trust them around my little dogs. Welcome to the live, Franklin. Yeah, I don't trust them around my little one. And what you say? I am guessing these owls out there are called desert owls. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Like I said, my little one, he would fight. He would fight to the finish, but I think the owl would win because he tried to, handle me. My little one, he tried to handle me sometimes, and when I don't back down and get like roll me up some newspaper or something or bag or something, he backed down. So yeah, he would go for it, but I think the owl would win. I thought so, General. The gorilla was killed, and people was in arms about that. If I'm remembering correctly, it's like you didn't have to kill him. You could have, you could have just uh, put like a tranquilizer or something. But then the zoo officials were saying we were afraid that that would make him more aggressive if we did that. And until the tranquilizer worked, it could have been more harm to the child. But you know what? On things like that, I hate to put the blame on anybody, but when you go to places like that, watch your kids. Watch your kids. Ain't no way in the world if you got to put a leash on your kid when you go to places like that, and and watch your kids, because there is no way in the world that child should have even fell into that enclosure. Well, thank you, man. Oh, thank you, Franklin. I hope you are doing wonderful and welcome to the live. Now, am I wrong, guys? Hey, Sleeve, I didn't see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm here making dinner and listening. Oven just hit 400 back soon. Oh, okay, Sleeve, a rule. Um, I don't know why I don't call it sleeve. I guess I like rule. Ladies rule. Anyway, okay, guys, I was just kidding. They do really. Dang, Shay. Just looked like it was it up, y'all. Wait, dang, Shay just looked it up. Y'all have 13 species of owls, and oh, I didn't know that. Wow. But I would imagine, along with the deserts in California, I would imagine that Arizona have a lot of wildlife. I mean, I mean, snakes and stuff. And I have a phobia, you know. I have a phobia, snakes and just, Now, funny enough, it depends though. I would try it because they say that snake meat is good. I would try it. And people eat deer. I've never had deer. I just can't do it. I just, some animals to me is off limits. That's me. I couldn't eat a deer. Of course, I couldn't eat a dog because I look at them as pets. But some things, back in the day, I couldn't do it now, but back in the day when I didn't know no better, and my dad and my brothers went hunting and they would bring back rabbits, they would go out there, not these rabbits that's, coming down the hill, and I don't know what kind of rabbit it was, but they would bring back rabbit. Oh, guys, I didn't know no better, but it tastes like chicken. And my mother would fry it up. Ooh, ooh, I would eat. I don't look at a goat as a pet, so I would try that as long as I didn't see the goat before you cook them. Now, if I saw him out there running and playing and happy and don't know what's coming next, don't realize he's gonna be on in the oven soon or fried up whatever way you cook it, curried or whatever, I can't do it. Because to me, it's like, oh man, I probably couldn't eat a cow if I saw a cow or anything I eat now. If I saw it, but, and then looking at him and knowing he gonna be on my plate tonight, I don't think I could eat him. So I can't eat animals knowing that I've seen them and we kind of bonded, guys. I'm just kidding. Says it was. I mean, it lights. I need to turn on my light. It was said by another family at the zoo that the child kept on saying that he wanted to go touch the gorilla. See there? Now, um, in order for somebody else to hear that child say that, didn't the parent hear that he said that? So that way, you know your child. You know he's mischievous. He's curious. You probably know that he climbs on top of things, probably climbing up every tree. That's what kids do. But it's up to the parent to watch him. There's no way that child should have been in that enclosure. Rule, what are you cooking? That's what I was gonna ask, and then I was reading. What you cooking, Rule? Cause I just ate breakfast, very small breakfast, because I'm trying to get rid of this quarantine weight. Um, I think I gained about 8 pounds, and I want to stop right there. So I ate a very light breakfast, and then I didn't eat lunch. I ate one of those. I drank one of those. For people who are diabetic, they have these milkshakes, and and it's not a lot of sugar, and it kind of, helps you with your appetite. You can replace a meal or snack. Oh, it was good. It was good, guys. I bought it for the first time, and I was saying this junk probably don't taste like nothing, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Hey Nadia, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was looking at one of your videos where you was doing the strawberry soap, and then the one you had coffee and oatmeal in it, and that's what I need. I want some soap with some oatmeal, so I might have to contact you a little bit. Oh, I don't know. General asks if owl can be a pet. I would want one. There was a female farmer who fainted while feeding her pigs and they ate her. I think I heard about that. It might have been another story because they will do that. If you, and especially if maybe when she fell, she cut herself and they smell that blood, they said, yeah, they'll tear you up if they smell that blood. See, pigs don't, they figure, well, I ain't gonna make that joke because somebody lost their life. I don't mean it towards her. I was just saying, pigs say, y'all eat me, I'm gonna eat you. What's that song? No. I don't want to seem like I'm making light of it, so I won't sing the song. It was a rapper. I posted pictures on my community feed. Okay, yeah. That that soap looked good enough to eat. Girl, it's like it looked really like I don't know, like the strawberries was on a cake or something. Like you could just munch it down, but I don't think anybody should do that, guys. Just a little warning. General says, Nadia, eggplants are lovely. Nice that they are taking off. Oh, I didn't catch that one. Oh, I see. Just got in from my garden. Oh my gosh, my eggplants are taking off. Okay, I didn't see that. You know what I did, guys? I had told the people that came in earlier. I think Nadia, you heard me when I said I want to start an indoor garden. I bought me a tomato plant and a pepper just to kind of see, you know, and they're still in their little container. And I put them out there in the sun, and they still looking good. They're not dead yet because I don't have a green thumb. So I want to keep them for a little bit and see how I do instead of buying a bunch of stuff. Right now, I'll take them outside, let them get all that sun because I want to get the room I want to keep them in. They don't have good lighting, so I wanted to get some lighting. So until I go back to the store, I take them outside, get all that good sun, and um and start that way. Say, come on, Marilyn, sing the song like the pig. Remember that rapper? He would say, "You love me and I love you back." I was gonna say, "You eat me and I'll eat you back." Well, what was his name? What's that? Oh, he had a his thing was he had a false nose. He was skinny back in the day, guys. Nobody knew. Y'all heard of that song? Love me and I love you back. Get it down, break it down. Okay, that's enough. Oh, eggplant, guys. You were talking about you love them in sauces. Make lasagna, and instead of the noodles, use that eggplant. Nadia, I know you've done that. I mean, the eggplant, it just soaks in all that goodness, that sauce. Nadia, how do you prepare it? I know it can be roasted and sauteed. Nadia said, I would take pictures of a patio garden I set up last year at a location that's confined to a patio only. I have tomatoes, peppers, and grapevine wrapping around the railing. You definitely can plant on a porch. But see, I don't have rodent problem because I got rid of that. But in my area, people that, do all that, like the, orange trees, and I had a grapevine too. And it was a lot of them. I saw them little tiny grapes, and when I first moved here, I'm gonna have me some grapes. I might even, try to make me a little wine and stuff. I had a lot of them. So I let a little time. So I'm stop watch. I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to be out there. I'm gonna just give it a little time and go back there and check it out. I went to those grapevines, guys, and all them grapes was gone. And I was wondering what the what? And then I have a big old orange tree with some huge oranges, almost big as a grapefruit almost. I was getting dressed. Some of you guys didn't hear the story. I was getting dressed, went in the garage, ready for work. Went in the garage. The biggest rat I've seen in life. Ran up the wall. Oh, I screamed. I was ready to move. So then I called the exterminator. And then on the ground, I saw these half eaten oranges, and I knew my dogs wasn't doing it. And he was telling me they were having a feast off your oranges. And the only way to really get rid of them is cut that tree down. And he set traps, until I could organize with my landscape people to cut that tree down. And so I'm good. But guys, though I had some grapes, I would have had enough to make probably preserve some. Yep, you eat me and I eat you back. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yep, that's so good. Really, my favorite thing to make. What? What's your favorite thing to make? You ready to see? The lasagna? Nadia says, I saute cubes in olive oil with cilantro and garlic, or I bread it and try it for eggplant parmesan. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, Nadia. I is like, now the man next door to me, he still got his orange tree. So we're gonna keep, I can't really put some things out there because I got dogs. And but I look over in his yard over the fence, and now he got the half eaten fruit. So I know the rats are over there. So uh-uh. I will move. If it was nothing I could do and just had to live with the rest, all them disease things, bubonic plague and stuff like that. I ain't got time for that. I would sell my house. That's how serious it is. I would sell my house and leave. Oh yeah. You eat that lasagna, but make it try it, that without those noodles. Yeah, try it with the eggplant. Oh yes. Jim said, Nadia, yes, that sounds tasteful. Garlic really adds flavor to food. Yep, it sure does. Nadia says, this was the first time I planted white eggplant. I thought I saw that on your page. I did. I thought I saw that. Because Nadia be out there, Who you think you are, Oprah? That big old garden? I can see you with a big old hat and a big old basket going out there picking your dinner. It was a beautiful garden, but I don't think I'm on your level. So, I just wanted to start with some peppers and some tomatoes. And I heard for tomatoes to germinate, I think that's the term you use. You just kind of shake them a little bit and they self. Yeah, I think that's the word. Do you eat it for breakfast, General? Eurydice said, my eggplant lasagna, I extract the water from them that makes my. Yeah, yeah. What I do is I slice them up and I set them on the paper towel and let them, sit them out there for about an hour. And the same thing with my green tomatoes. I do the green tomatoes the same way. I slice them up, put my green tomatoes on, that I buy from the store when they have them, and for my fried green tomatoes, and put them on that paper towel and leave them on there for an hour. Because then that'd be too much juice. The breadcrumbs will fall off if you don't do that.
I'm not sure what you meant, Nadia. I can a corner a wish. You can a corner you wish. I can't do that again, Nadia. I'm not sure what that is. Jerome said rats are horrible as they find themselves in your pipes and drains. My goodness, I can't stand the sight of them. And plus, what they'll do in your garage at night, they'll come and eat like they like to chew, and they'll eat up the wiring in your car. And so, and oh, and talking about a huge repair bill. Uh. He said, I put them on parchment paper with a little salt. Right, right. I forgot the salt. Right, you're right. But I use paper towels because they cheaper. Parchment paper ain't cheap, E. Miss Newton's big family, big noise. Hey, Miss Newton, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Welcome to the live. We talk about a little bit of everything. Now we talk about food, talking about stuff we grow in gardens and that's gonna be a good thing, guys. Just like Nadia can go out there and pick her stuff and and have her dinner or lunch or what have you, and and it's a good idea. We don't know we don't know how this thing is gonna pan out, but it's a good thing to have a garden. Whatever happens, it's a good thing to have a garden. There was this Italian chef on an Australian TV show in the jungle who cooked a rat and ate it. He said it tastes like chicken with a hint of rat. No, that's nasty. But you know what they say? It's other countries that do that, and it's not like New York or L.A. or Chicago rat. You know what I mean? A city. These are country. I guess country stuff is better. Country rats, you know. But but you don't know. I guess some people would, but I wouldn't know if that rat had rabies. And then if you ate that rat that had rabies, there you go. You got rabies too. So it's a lot of things that I would try, but a rat is not one of them. uh, you know, miss me with that one. I will never try a rat. I kill a rat in a heartbeat, but I never cook one for dinner. No, nope. Miss Newton says a great thing to have a garden. I agree. Yes, but I'm hoping I do things right. At least I'll have me some peppers and tomatoes. And I think they say they on the little stick thing it comes when you buy them. I think in 60 days, because I bought the cherry tomatoes. I think in a couple of months I'm a seed, but like I said, I didn't go from the seed. I got it already kind of growing a little bit. Because remember, Nadia, I asked you about that, which was better, and you had said no, no, get one that's already growing. Remember that conversation? Well, I did. I went to the Lowe's, it's a hardware store, and they got all them plants and trees and all that stuff. And so I got that. So I just kind of want to see if I'm gonna kill it first, Just kind of I'm a crawl before I walk. Shay say, laughing my butt off. General Systems with a hint of red. Yeah, Lord, it's like what does a hint of red? Is it a little funky, or what's a hint of red? I don't want to hit a hint of red and nothing going in my mouth. So General's talking to this Newton. No, General asked, "Do Americans pay a garden fine?" Uh-uh. Well, at least not where I live, Because I live out here where people have ranches and farms and they have horses, beautiful horses. They have horses, and I told you they got, bison, and some people got a bison and humpback camel. Well, what camel don't have a humpback? Anyway, they got all that, but I don't know. Um, mm-mm. Anybody pay a fine? I guess maybe in certain countries that is not zoned for gardens. Do you pay? Would you have to pay a fine, General? Miss Newsom, no. General, excuse me. General says, Shay, would you believe that the Italian chef got more famous after that rat cooking? Same, Maryland. Bisons can be aggressive. They are eaten. Um, this particular one, I don't know how old he is, but I'd be willing to bet you, General, that I can outrun him. But I think as a little time go on, if I want to do a little outing, I think I might go to the certain streets, certain parts of town that got those kind of unusual animals, and they got fences around, of course. I think I'm gonna show. I think I'm gonna take a video and put it on my channel. Uh, because it's not every day that you go up the street and see a camel or bison or a zebra. And there was something else they said exotic around here. I guess that's exotic. Somebody told me, when I was, because I had just moved here, and I said, "What?" This girl, we were riding on the way to work. We were carpooling, and she said, "Let me show you something." And she went down the street, and it was a shorter route anyway from us getting on the freeway. And she said, look at that over there." I said, "That's a camel." So I did not know those things. So somebody else had told me they had something else out here, and I can't remember. So I'll kind of Google it for my area and see. And I think that would be a interesting video to show you, I live, in a strange area, I guess. We can't, rule says we can't have chickens, but we can have a parakeet. Okay, you can't have chickens? I don't know. I don't know of anybody around me that have chickens. My HOA is so funky, they would probably fine us if we had chicken. They would, you're not allowed to have livestock. But gardens, nobody say anything. I mean, I think if we had all corn, the HOA would probably make us chop it down. But I don't want no stalks of corn in my yard anyway. General says we pay an allotment garden fee. Oh, wow. Even get some tomatoes and put it in your house like I'm doing in your apartment, a house, or whatever, if you have a house with land and you don't want nobody to see, never mind. I'm not gonna make you have no allotment garden fee because somebody might tell on you. And there you go. Say, well, dear Marilyn Gale, she told me to do it. Now, never mind. Don't listen to me, General. Don't listen to me. Oh, guys, let me tell you this. A few people, after they live and then even just do it normally, a silent live. I experimented with that yesterday. Never did a silent live. So let me try this. So after my live, I muted my video and turned it into a silent live. Guys, that don't work for me. That do not work for me. That silent life did not work for me. It's like the extra watch time I got, I could put up a video, and my laptop was tied up, doing that live. So, I could have been doing a lot of things. Now, a lot of people probably do good. I'm just telling you, it just wasn't worth it. So it was an epic fail in my book. So I just want to tell you guys, and thank you guys that came in to support me on the live, because I saw you. I saw you, and I thank you, but nah, I won't be doing that again. You can play at home, but nothing over the top. Okay, okay. Yeah. And I probably can't either, like I was saying, the stalks of corn. Yeah. Because, see, we have our HOAs, and to me, the people who are part of that team that check, see if people's houses need to be painted or whatever, to me, they need a hobby. Leave me alone. This is my house. Stop trying to run my house. But they walk past and they'll write you up for it. I wish they would. If I had a stalk of corn in my yard, they so busybody-ish. Is that a word? Anyway, they so nosy, they will peek over my fence and see that I got corn, and I'd be getting this is so, this is your first warning, you got to cut down the corn stalks in your backyard. Oh, I would get a letter for sure. I would get a letter. So, I'll probably end up staying here because I got such a good deal on my house. Because I was thinking about, because I'm sick of them. I was thinking about, seeing, maybe selling my house and buying another one. So I was kind of seeing what was out there, and, prices. Is interest rates are low, but guys, because the houses are slim pickings. And the only house that would probably, be left over is something that's been on the market for a long time and it needs repairs. So I don't want to do that. I'll do my upgrades. And so that's what I decided to do, guys. Is upgrade my house a little bit at a time. So, yeah, I was looking at neighboring towns, and uh, I don't know where you guys live, but California is not cheap. Do Americans pay TV license, like, I don't know, unless it's called something else. But no, I pay. It might be a fee on my satellite bill. I'd have to check that out. But I have satellites, so when you have stuff like that, they got all of the fees. But I think if I had like a little attachment that I didn't have cable, or maybe if I had Netflix and Zulu and all, not Zulu. You guys know what I'm talking about. Uh, what's the name of it? Ain't no Zulu. I'm thinking of an African tribe. But yeah, it it's probably some kind of fees on there. I'd have to look at my bill. But gosh, it must be expensive. Well, it's expensive in California, but Manchester, the Manchester and some other towns or whatever there, it sounds very expensive to live in the UK. Compared to United States, the things that you have heard, General, is it do you think it's more expensive over in the UK from what you've learned about the States? Because you talking about a garden fee, a TV fee, And I heard, I don't know how true it is, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard you guys' taxes are higher than the states. Because in some states here, some states don't have um, state tax. Some states don't tax certain things, money coming in. Um, in some states you don't pay taxes on your food, just different things like that. But I heard that um over in the UK it's very high. Guess the queen gotta live, huh? And I heard the money they give theyself is quite up there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I heard. So I don't know. Says soon as you purchase a television in the UK, it is mandatory that you pay monthly TV license. You can go to jail if you don't. What? Monthly TV license? No. We pay monthly if we have a cable bill and some fees are in there. Cable bill, like I said, and satellite. Wow. They get you coming and going out there. I put the picture up of me looking in the house. Okay. I'm gonna check it out, Shay. Yes, America seems cheaper. It does. I mean, it's not cheaper if you live in California. I'm talking about if you live in Bel Air, Malibu, Beverly Hills, you know, uh, Palos Verdes Peninsula. Ooh, they got some bad homes, and Palos Verdes that you just get a view of the ocean. I mean, you just in some houses where they just have that panoramic view of the ocean. You just see. I mean, I would love to live in certain parts of Palos Verdes. I mean, and the water is just so calming to me. I probably wouldn't get nothing done. I'd be in my house near the closest window, just looking at the view, because that would be my dream home, wherever I can see a beautiful view of the ocean. I don't want to be right down there, right off the beach, in case a tsunami coming. There you go. I'd like to be up some, not too far up, and not near the ledge. I don't want, because then the erosion of the soil, and before you know it, your house is in the ocean. No, not that close. Yeah, billionaires, billionaires. If you talk about California, you almost have to be a millionaire to live in the UK, huh? Oh, Jesus, Lord, have mercy on me. What you talking about, Shay? You crack me up. Oh, you know what, guys? I love to listen because, some people don't do lives, you know. I love to listen to Shay. And then that's Shay. That's you, Shay. Of course that's you. That's Shay when she sing the song. You sing the song. Y'all know, a lot of y'all know what song Shay sing. And I never get tired of it. I never get tired of it. Every time she do it, and I'll try to do it in the notes, but it's a different, effect. But I mean, in the comments. But when she do the song, General, I don't think you ever heard the song, that Shay, but it never fails to crack me up. General says cable is only called Sky TV or Virgin Media. We have Virgin, but I know it's the same thing in the UK. And then that's an additional fee. Basic TV, you need to pay TV tax. Now, like I said, General, that tax may be included. Because we it converted to a while back, it converted to digital TV. So we probably pay it, but it's in our cable or satellite. But an additional fee, I don't we don't pay it here in California. I don't know. I can't speak for the whole country, but mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. I couldn't afford it, Shay. I couldn't afford it. She said, I don't want to live in the UK, man. Uh-uh. I couldn't afford it. And at one point, guys, and I'm keep my happy behind here in the States, but at one point, I was checking other countries out. And the way I want to live, the only country that I could live really good was in Vietnam. I ain't going to Vietnam, y'all. No, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Because I was really kind of really wanting to move someplace else. Now I take that back. It's some other countries I want to live, but then they, you know, in some countries, not United States, in a lot of places, it's dangerous to live. I don't want to move from one place that, depending where you are in the states, it's dangerous to live, to go to another country where it's dangerous to live. I'll just stay here. But yeah, I was real serious, and my sister, don't go, don't go. I said, well, girl, I ain't done nothing yet. I would research, the crime and ratio. I researched price of things and the housing. Oh, I can live like Queen Elizabeth in Vietnam. I can live like the people, rich people in the UK and in Bel Air and Malibu and all, the places I was talking about in Vietnam, and probably have living, not living, but probably have help come in and a private person to cook my food. But Vietnam just don't appeal to me. It just don't appeal to me. It is included in your cable when you pay your bill. Yeah, Shay, but she said when they buy their TV, they don't even have cable or none of that yet. And she said Sky and Virgin, they don't have that yet. When you buy the TV, it's monthly. So, that's an additional bill. She said, but California may pay more in fees in other states right. I think so too, Shay. You know, I'm almost embarrassed. Okay, I got TVs in three of my rooms. In my guest room, I got one because my son would come over before the, quarantine. My son would come over a lot. And, and then sometimes he wanted to be in bed to watch TV and not be in the family room. So I got satellite in three rooms. I pay 100, I think it's 120 something dollars a month. And I think that's high. I think that's high. And if it get higher, I'm thinking about getting, some checking into something else. But I like the service as far as the channels and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, Shay, it's she said you pay every month when you buy the TV. She said, come on and move to UK. You would be fine. I probably would like it too, General, except for, paying rent, watching TV, you know, taxes. I'd probably like it as far as things I could, you know, because I visited, but it wasn't quite a week that I stayed there. So it wasn't enough time. I just didn't really care for where I was, but still, it's is big. So I'm sure some places I would like. She said I will visit maybe. I didn't like the food where I went at the hotel where I was at. So the food that I liked was at the pubs, but I didn't like the hotel food. I was supposed to be a chef. I could have done better, I think. But just like in America, there's some nasty food over here. So, in some hotels. So I didn't like the hotel food. I had to branch out, get me something. She said, I work for Cox Communications, so I get calls all the time out there. Oh, okay. I didn't know they had Cox out here, and I'm gonna have to check them out. Are they cheaper than 3 rooms in $125? Because that's what I pay. I think it's 125. Maybe some cents in there, but to me that's expensive though, guys. Especially it's just me, and so I just have. And you know what I do? It's just me watching TV. I rotate and go to every room sometimes. Mostly in my bedroom, but sometimes I'll go watch TV in that room and then the guest room just to not think that, okay, you paying for stuff you don't even use. So I use it. I have, I have, I have, no, I have satellite, Shay. Shay said, you have cable too, Maryland? No, I have satellite. Shay, what is Cox Communications? I think is that cable? I don't think that's is that cable, Shay? I thought I heard of that. I don't know. I'm probably thinking of something else. Okay. Shay say, Cox have prepaid internet in California? Cause for internet, see guys, cause I don't like, cause they have different packages in cable. You can get your landline, you can have your cable, and you can have internet. See, I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket. I don't like getting all these services. So that's why I have, yeah, she says a cable company. Okay. That's why, oh, and so okay, they have it in California. I'm going to check it out. Because right now I have Frontier for my internet, and I don't have a landline because when I get a landline, all the calls is either telemarketing or for my son. You know, it's for him. Oh, okay, okay. She said you have it air. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm just, they got one more time. Frontier got one more time to give shabby service, and I told them that. When I turn on one of my devices, I want it to be on. I don't want to see the little thing turning around like is so it could have been partly my computer too, because since I got my new computer, it's been much better. It's been much better. So I think my other computer was, you know, getting too warm. In fact, I know it was because I would get a message on my other computer. It would just zap me, take me out of everything, and then there will be a warning uh message saying that the computer had overheated, or they think that it was and the browser just quit. They say yes. Now instead of, let me read that, $50 is $30 for the prepaid due to the pandemic. Huh. I'm gonna call Frontier and talk to them and see what you got, things are going on. Now I know they did this, and I said, okay, that's pretty cool. Like when it started going, when this pandemic thing and people quarantine, and it was like when it first started, and everybody was definitely in the house. They weren't even going out like they're going now. They threw in all the premium. See, because I just got basic. Well, I got no, I don't. I got more than basic, but it's the low package. I mean, not HBO, not Showtime, not none of those. But I did have like other channels like TLC and all that, and that's not considered basic. And so we had all of that for a while, and then they took down certain ones, but we still had a few, and now I don't have nothing. But what I ordered, so yeah, they were doing a little bit. Let's say you do not have a television, but watches television on your in your phone. You are still required to pay the TV license. I can't make this up. What? Oh man, that's a ripoff, General. But I can't talk too much because we got some rip off over here. That's another lie. We can compare rip offs. Okay, Shay. We service San Diego to Santa Barbara. Okay. Yeah, Santa Barbara, a lot of places is nice too. In fact, you can have cruises. Well, maybe not now, but uh San Diego, Santa Barbara, I think San Francisco, and I don't do it because, I guess that would be different. That would be fun. But I didn't do it because I can drive to San Diego in no time. Now Santa Barbara might have been better because it would take a little longer to drive to Santa Barbara. But I can easily go to San Diego. But oh my gosh, I didn't know that. So you being an employee, you probably don't pay for any of that. But we complaining about me in general. Jay probably don't pay for any of that. Oh no, ma'am. Oh no, ma'am, Pam. We don't pay that, General. I know. It's like that's ridiculous. I used to work for Frontier Communication. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gave him one more chance, Shay. No, I know you didn't. No, that's the good thing for working for him. You can get all that and don't have to pay for it. That is wonderful. That's one bill you don't have to worry about. Must be nice, cause what I could do with an additional $125 instead of paying for my satellite, I like to keep, and I do anyway, but I could even buy more. I like to keep my refrigerator stocked. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to look for me a energy efficient freezer. So, but I went to the store. I went to Lowe's when I had to go there anyway to pick up my supplies. When I was doing some things to the house. And I was checking out trying to, but they did not have any freezers. All they had was a loaded refrigerator. So I want to get a freezer. And like I said, an additional $125 a month. Oh, I can just spend that on stuff, in the freezer. And when I worked for Frontier Communications, I used to issue $200 credit on people who were struggling. Oh, see there, yeah. Now I know my I think for 3 months they did. And I had to call and ask, for it. Uh my satellite company. They gave me a good discount for 3 months. It's like, shoot, that's for 3 months. I appreciate it now. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it, but it's like, the more you stay home in this quarantine, the more you use up all of your utilities. You're using up your air. And I try to be good with that, but at 100 degrees, you're gonna have to turn your air on. In 90s, you have to turn your air on. And plus, I don't want my dogs to be suffering either, because I don't want to suffer. So it's like, everything gets higher when you stand in the house. And I'm cutting down snacking, but you eat more when you stuck in the house. So I could give up to 500, but my people, I would really hook them up. Oh, that is, and I know they appreciated it too. And you know what? And when you do stuff for people, and they appreciate it, and a lot of people do. They appreciate it, and so they will be to me. They will be more loyal to the company, because other companies try to come in and snatch you away from who you have. Because you can't go to Walmart without somebody trying to hook you up with something they have. And don't tell you that in order to switch over, you have to also take their AT&T, their phones, it's like it's a catch. But, when you do stuff like that for your people, it's like, they ain't going nowhere. Because they figure in a crunch, they can talk, they can call and talk and, get a little break. So, yeah. But guys, it has been wonderful talking to you guys. Thank you all for sticking with me and just carrying on a good, great conversation. Y'all crack me up sometimes. So one day we're gonna have to get Shay up here on the panel so she can sing that song I like for people that deserve it to be sung to them. And you know what I'm talking about, Shay. If somebody act a fool up in here, and if they act a fool up here, Shay, I might sing it. You do it better, but I might just have to sing it. But thank God nobody came in here and acted a fool. So thank you guys for joining me. I am not gonna have a silent live after this. What you say? No, ma'am, Pam. I'm just gonna do some other stuff. Put some. I'm gonna put some ribs on the grill when it get a little bit darker. When the sun goes down. But anyway, I'm gonna grub because I'm hungry. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Thank you, Eurydice. You have a great night too. Shay, you have a great night. General, Skins, everybody, the joint, Nadia, Miss Newton, Who else? Rule was in here. I'm giving everybody a shout out. Sorry if I missed anybody. I don't think so. Oh, DOD was in here, you guys. So, check his channel out in the back. Check out everybody's channel and see who you can swoop up. Grow, grow when you can when you come in here. You guys know what to do. So anyway, I'm going to see you guys. Um, thank you, General. Thank you, Rule. Um, you really see Shay. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. And whatever, if you're doing something later on, I'm gonna look up people, see what you got going on. Make sure my notifications are doing what they're supposed to. Because sometimes, guys, my notifications don't be telling me. Sometimes I have to hunt for you guys. Okay, let me go and see what this person doing. Okay, I haven't seen them in a couple of days. But anyway, I will, I'm gonna support you guys. So talk to you later, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and see you later. Good night.